Hello everybody, I am Mike from the Rewatch Project podcast, and I am back with another edition of Front Row, and I am a lifelong Bruce Springsteen fan listening to the fabled Electric Nebraska for the very first time, and I've reached for song Johnny 99, a song that is very, very well known in Bruce's catalogue, but not so much this version. I'll be hearing this studio cut from 1982 with the E Street Band for the first time. Before doing that though, a quick reminder that I do pause these songs, I do talk over them. That is just how I choose to react. It is what it is, but I would strongly urge you to listen to this version of Johnny 99 in its entirety if you have not heard it before, and that you do not follow my terrible example by hearing it for the first time with me, pausing it and talking all over it. Quick reminder also that I do appreciate donations via PayPal, if and only if you can afford to do so without causing yourself any financial hardship. I'm really hoping to upgrade the gear that I record on, and it would be really helpful to be able to do so. Also, likes and subscribes, very much appreciated. The more people who subscribe, the more people find the channel, and that is a wonderful motivator for doing this with a greater level of regularity. And I would also invite you to check out the other content on this channel, including the Rewatch Project of Hannah and Mike podcast, where we go back and rewatch some of our favourite film and television franchises, in addition to the other film, TV, music and general pop culture related goodness that cohabits here on the Rewatch Project YouTube. But yeah, so far, been really digging Electric Nebraska. I'm really curious because Johnny 99 has been played a number of different ways over the years. There was the version on the Born in the U.S.A. tour, which was fairly similar to the original album version, the acoustic album version from the Colts Next recordings with... And live, Nils would play the acoustic guitar and Bruce would play the harmonica and sing. And then it returned on Sega Sessions tour, which and also many, many times with the E Street Band in the reunion era, which the version of which I'm expecting this to sound like. But who knows? Let's get into it. Johnny 99 Electric, been waiting 40 years to hear this. So let's not wait no longer. Here we go. Oh. Well, they closed down the Ford plant, Mom, while they died, Mom. Hit that guitar, Bruce. Johnny went out looking for a job, but he couldn't find none. He came home too drunk from mixing Tanqueray and wine. Got a gunshot a night clerk, now they call him Johnny 99. It's gonna kick in now, isn't it? Oh yeah. Changing the rhythm of some of the vocals a little as well. Oh, man, this works. Nice bass work from Gary there. Stop there for a second. So a couple of things. I mean, first of all, largely, yes, it does sound kind of how I was expecting. I wasn't expecting the guitar to be quite as sort of overdriven and rocking as it was. But when it kicks in, you know, you've got that kind of honky-tonk piano. You got Max and you got Gary. And a couple of very small lyric changes as well. But the thing that's a little bit different to the later live versions is the tone of the vocals is still quite dark, even though the song just naturally becomes more ebullient as a result of the shift in tempo and orchestration. But when he plays it live, it really does just sound like a happy song, you know, in the reunion era, in the same way that, you know, Child Bride morphed into Working on the Highway and went from being this sort of regretful lament to being this kind of celebratory kind of almost party song, you know. Whereas this, although the tempo and, as I say, the performance is much more bright, it's not quite as startlingly, oh, I didn't realise Johnny 99 was a happy song as some of those later live versions. But yeah, really digging it so far. And this song makes a lot of sense like this. You know, you can this is one of those songs where when he recorded that demo in Colts Neck, I think he was probably hearing this in his head, because, you know, we know that the Bruce and the E Street Band did a lot of the rockabilly stuff, you know, Stand on It, TV movie, you know, the alternate version of You Can Look, and whole load of songs from this sort of era, from Small Things, you know, where he was really interested in this vibe. So this makes a lot of sense. Oh, bit of harmonica here as well. These changes work really well in this arrangement. It really flies. The piano's not as prominent as I thought it might be, though. It's there, but... Oh, lyric change. It's funny because whenever you get these alternate versions, I mean, I think about you've got Glory Days with the extra verse. There's a version of Stand on It, which I mentioned earlier, has got an extra verse, those kind of things. It always feels awkward because one has been so programmed by the original version, the known version of the song. So it's kind of hard to judge these new versions impartially, but maybe I'll get used to it. You got anything you want to say? It's crazy that we're getting to hear these things. Oh. Max is playing on these Electric Nebraska sessions. He's fantastic. More lyric changes. Admission of guilt. Oh man, this is rocking. E Street Band, baby. Early 80s E Street Band. I mean, come on, what are you going to do? It's a lot like from Small Things. Small things, mama, big things, wonder can. I mean, it fits. You can see why he brought this version back. Oh boy. Yeah, that was great. I mean, it was what I was expecting, but what I was expecting was it was going to be awesome. So, and as is the case with all of these things, Nebraska's Nebraska. You know, Nebraska shouldn't be changed, but it's great that we're getting to hear these things. You know, because that's just a great, snappy, early 80s E Street Band performance captured. You know, and we know that he used the E Street Band in these smaller configurations for these recording sessions because, you know, there were kind of demos, there were advanced demos in many ways that probably would have been built on if they decided to go this way, that way with the recording. But it's really interesting to hear, and Johnny 99 is such a great song, and it does work in this arrangement. Yeah, no, it's been such an embarrassment of riches for Springsteen this year, and I'm going to get back into more of the Nebraska 82 box set shortly, and I've still got tons of tracks to the Lost Albums to cover as well. I'm really treating that as a marathon, not a sprint, and I'm savouring it. You know, I mean, I spent several months just with the Streets of Philadelphia sessions, and now I'm spending time with Inyo. So that's how I'm doing it. You know, I'm going to work my way through those albums, and I'm going to really enjoy them and make them last and not give myself Bruce digestion by consuming them too quickly. So quick reminder to check out the other content on this channel, the other music reactions, the other film and TV and general pop culture related goodness. Likes and subscribes very much appreciated. Set your alarm bell so you know when new content drops, and also do make donations via PayPal to support the upkeep of the channel so we can get that new gear and keep this going. That would be very, very much appreciated. But I'll see you out there on YouTube. All the best. Bye bye.